Hey best friend, so guess who's back? Me. Again. I know exactly what you're thinking and I know exactly what you're gonna say to me, so let's just put it out there. Jesus, where the heck have you been? It's been about a month and a half since you posted a video. I get it. I understand. I'm a bad YouTuber. I'm a horrible YouTuber. You don't need to judge me. Oh, and by the way, I am on Snapchat, so if you don't find me on here, I will always be on there. As long as my phone works and it doesn't like die or something, then it will always be good. But anyways, yeah, I haven't posted any videos, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need to post a video because I haven't posted one in a while, and people are gonna be like, where the hell are you, Jesus? Here I am. Anyways, so here I am again, and I'm here to post a video in regards to life after braces, hence the title. I know some of you have been asking me some questions in regards to the braces experience and what happens and so on and so forth afterwards, and here it is. I wanted to touch up on what exactly happens after you get your braces off and what my experience was afterwards, so hopefully it'll help somebody out. And if you guys have any questions or concerns in regards to anything regarding braces or after braces, just go ahead and leave me some comments down below, or any questions that you guys may have, and I will do my best to answer them. Now, I am not a licensed professional. I am not an orthodontist. I am not a dentist. This has just been my experience and from what I was told by my orthodontist. So just follow your orthodontist's instructions on whatever he tells you to do, because they know best, and this is what they told me to do with mine. So it's been about 8 months since I got my braces off, and I got them off back in February. And if you guys haven't checked out my braces video, I will put a link to it right above me. I had my braces on for about a year and 4 months. I got them on in October of 2014. I mean, I remember this very clearly because that month was hell, essentially. At the beginning of October, I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I had to be careful with that. And then at the end of October, I got my braces on, and then since that date, I had my braces on until February of 2016 when I finally got them off. Now, I know I didn't have my braces on for very long. It was only a year and 4 months, and I mean, it still felt like a long time, but I do know that there are some other people who have their braces on for about like 3 to 5 years. So I can't complain. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that it wasn't very long. I don't know how people do it. I was struggling through that 1 year and 4 months. I mean, it wasn't too bad because you get accustomed to it. You get used to having braces on, and then you just learn to live with them. But let me tell you something. Having braces on and trying to eat food is a task. I mean, everything is definitely worth it in the end, but sometimes you just want to rip them out of your mouth. You get food stuck in your braces, which is the worst. You can't have like peanuts, you can't have chewy candy, you can't have hard candy, because essentially with that, what would happen is you either break a wire, you break a bracket, and then you have to go into the orthodontist to get that fixed, and depending on how busy they are, it might take a month for you to be able to go in there and see him and get that all adjusted. So, and if you're a big soda drinker, forget about it. So the thing about drinking soda while you have braces on is, I don't know if it's the sugar, I don't know if it's the, I don't know what it is. I'm not a scientist, I can't tell you this, but I do know that they say if you drink soda while you have braces on, underneath the brackets you'll start to develop white spots. So when you get your braces off, guess what's going to be on there? White spots. Exactly. Now, I do know some people that have told me that they drank soda throughout their entire treatment and they had no issues with it whatsoever, no white spots. So while I was going through treatment, I didn't want to risk the biscuit and then have white spots all because I couldn't contain myself in regards to having soda. So I didn't. I mean, yeah, I did have some soda every once in a while, but it wasn't very much. And then again, I'm not a big soda drinker anyways. So now as far as retainers go, so when I was getting my braces off, my orthodontist put on 2 permanent retainers, one on the top and one on the bottom, and the wire expands from the first 4 teeth on the top and the first 4 teeth on the bottom, just to make sure that nothing shifts. Now I would show you, but it looks kind of gross, so I'll actually just show you a picture of somebody else's mouth, not mine. So after those 2 permanent retainers were put in place, he made a mold of my mouth and made some nightly retainers for me, which I didn't get until 2 weeks later. So the nightly retainers came inside this little box. So the nightly retainers look like the Invisalign trays, and I'm going to show you what mine looks like. I know it's kind of gross, it's nasty, but this is education, people. Educate yourself. So this is what it looks like. I know I'm not going to get very close because it's kind of gross, but this is what it looks like. And at night, all you have to do is just pop them in, and that's pretty much it. And then I have a lift, like that. And then to take them out, just pop them out. Sorry, I know you saw some saliva there. Education, people, education. So my retainer, I only put it on at night. And I do notice that if I miss a night and the following night that I actually put it in, it starts to feel a little bit tight on my teeth. So that's how quick your teeth move, which is kind of weird. And from what I've read, I know that the first 6 months of you getting your braces off, that's like the crucial period. First 6 months to a year is like the crucial period to make sure that you are wearing your retainers every night, because that is the time that your teeth could actually move the most, is within that time period. Alright, so to clean these little puppies, I just take my toothbrush and a little bit of toothpaste, and in warm water I just go ahead and just brush the inside and brush the outside of it. Do not use hot water because it's a plastic, and what happens to plastic when you expose it to hot temperatures? They start to lose their shape or they start to melt. So be careful. Just saying, because the retainers are not cheap to replace, so be careful. So with the 2 permanent retainers that are in your mouth, you might notice that in your speech you might have a small lisp. So this lisp should only be temporary until you start getting used to having those retainers in your mouth, and then essentially it should go away unless you start thinking about it, like I am right now, that I have permanent retainers in, and then my tongue just wants to touch the retainer, and then I start getting this lisp, like this. So not even kidding you, getting your braces off is probably like the best thing in the world. Next to like Oreos, because I love Oreos. Not having to deal with all that metal in your mouth. Best day ever. But you have to remember that you still have those 2 permanent retainers in your mouth, so you have to be at least somewhat careful because those are still able to pop out of your mouth, which my orthodontist said that it can happen. Now, the one thing that a lot of people like to do when they get their braces off is to whiten their teeth. Do not try to whiten your teeth while you have your braces on. I understand that they might look a little yellow, they might not look as white and vibrant as you want them to look while you have your braces on, but do not whiten your teeth because you run the risk of getting white spots. Now, I waited 2 weeks before I whitened my teeth because that's what my orthodontist recommended, and the reason you don't want to whiten your teeth right away is because your teeth are very sensitive from having those braces on for such a long time, and then having that orthodontist shave off all that glue that you had in there. It's gonna make your teeth sensitive. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got as far as my own personal experience of getting my braces off and life after braces. Retainer edition. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. That doesn't look very good. So subscribe right here instead. You could also follow me on my other social media sites. I got the Snapchat, I got the Instagram, I got the Twitter. I also got the Musical.ly, but I don't use that very often. I really should though. And remember, kindness, it doesn't cost a damn thing, so sprinkle that shit everywhere. Bye! Alright guys, so we've been walking out here for quite a while, like about 5 minutes. And I have not seen another damn Pokemon, and this is getting annoying. So, this is where we're at. Oh. And, I mean, there's people over there. Maybe they, I don't know how we can do it. I wish we could find some more Pokemon, but let's go look over there, see if we find anything. Maybe a Gyarados or a Jigglypuff or something.